we're getting ready to leave. By the time you see this video, we've already been back out on the property. So it's the end of March, and there's hardly anybody here. It's quite the ghost town. So this year in Quartzsite, Arizona, it was interesting. Probably wasn't as normal as we've seen it before. It seemed like there was kind of a different vibe this year. People came, they saw, and then they left. And then March turned into an epic heat, just heat from hell. So this year when we came out to Quartzsite, we definitely had an objective, and we had some goals. For Ariane, it was to work at a certain place. She met that goal, and she did exactly what she wanted to do. I'm very proud of her, by the way. And I took this winter to plan and start a coffee business, which you'll hear much more about when I'm ready to launch that. And that worked, and that's very close to coming to fruition. And so we had a really good time. We had a good plan. We executed that plan really well. We found a great spot in La Posa South. I'm going to drive up and show you our spot where we were. Well, maybe I won't. I guess I will. And we loved it. I mean, it was just a great spot. We didn't have any kind of noise problem. We had one older couple that was running their generator, but other than that, it was, it wasn't bad at all. But wow, look how empty La Posa South is. There's probably only, if I had to guess, after the heat we just had this last week, I'm kind of shocked there's still that many people here. But there still looks like, I don't know, there's probably like 400 or 500 people in La Posa South anyway. So anyway, yeah, I would have to say it was just a different vibe. I can't really explain it. Some of the vendors were really happy with the crowd. Other vendors couldn't understand why nobody was here. It seemed like the RV tent show, normally a lot of vendors from that tent show linger and they stick around Quartzsite. Not this year. They bolted. They left right away. So, wow, here's a rig they're coming into La Posa South. So yeah, people are still coming and going, I guess. That's crazy. So let me show you I'm going to show you where we camped this year. So early on, we saw a bunch of YouTubers out here. Got to see Nomadic Fanatic get arrested, whatever. We saw other YouTubers here. Let me see, I don't want to get this in here. There's a big YouTube meetup, content creators meetup at the RV tent. I saw a lot of I don't know how to say it, a lot of BSers, just a lot of bull crap. You see them on video and then you see them in person, you're like, why are people watching you? But so we got to see that. But all in all, it was just kind of a weird vibe. If I had to put one key word on it, it was just different than the vibe that we normally get. It just seemed like there was a lot of it seemed like the nomads that came out were really trying hard to be a nomad, which is always really weird to me because you're either a nomad or you're not a nomad. We saw a guy walking around with a wizard hat. He's got a big Instagram account, and it's like, dude, you don't have to wear a wizard hat and to be a nomad. But I talked to him for a minute. Ended up he works in Starbucks corporate world, I can understand why he's wearing a wizard hat. The price gouging has gotten really bad in Quartzsite. I mean, there's a way, if you watch that video on how to hack Quartzsite, there's definitely a way to spend less money and get more for sure. But, you know, if you're going to be here for an extended amount of time like we were this year, man, it's expensive. And so, you know, they definitely price gouge. Even the junk that they sell here is overly expensive. So we had not seen that before. It's almost impossible now to get a good deal in Quartzsite. The vendors are a lot more expensive, and the vendors are a lot more expensive because Quartzsite has raised their vendor fees outrageously. So, you know, I don't know if it's Quartzsite, if that's the whole country, but Quartzsite is definitely getting a little pricey to not stay out here because, you know, the LGVA is pretty reasonable for, you know, 4 or 5 months. But to eat and to do business here, it's pretty expensive. So I think this year was a little bit different because I hung around a lot of locals. I haven't really hung around locals for the long period of time of which I did this year, and I have to say I had a really good time. That's why Quartzsite is so quirky. Everyone's a little quirky who lives out here. So for people that have come to Quartzsite before or going to come to Quartzsite, did you know Quartzsite has this gigantic Plantation House? It's huge. It's a 3-story gigantic house. It used to be on sale. It used to be listed for sale for $6 million. So I'm going to show you this house. It's gigantic. Hold on for a minute. So look at this house. Believe that? That thing is gigantic. So anyway, yeah, Quartzsite. That's what I like about Quartzsite is that it's kind of full of mysteries. You never really know what you're going to. Never really know what you're going to experience, or what you're going to get. And there's just a lot. There's just a lot here. So anyway, I'm gonna head back. We're gonna head back home.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
Well, we're getting ready to leave. Last night was one of the probably the better temperature days we've had in a long time. So this is it, man. We're taking off. We're leaving Quartzsite. From now on, most of my videos will be about our off-grid property, and you know, we'll see Quartzsite when we see Quartzsite, I guess. So anyway, let's hit the road.
sound right, boys.
So we made it back to the property. Airstream really kind of took a beating on the way back. It just, you know, it's really kind of past its prime. You know, I need to retire this thing, and I think if we go down to Quartzsite, or when we go to Quartzsite next fall, we're gonna have to have a different RV. This thing is just you know, it's got a lot of wear and tear on it, man. So anyway, everything's safe. We're all good. We're all gonna get ready to start ramping things up around here. It took us a couple days to set up everything back to where it was. Replace some solar panels that bit the dust in Quartzsite. Man, I can't wait to watch. I can't wait for you guys to see our next video on the what survived in the winter time. I did not think they were going to survive, but we're going to talk about what survived, what didn't. So we're back. We're on the property. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll see you guys later. Bye.